is late, coming off a victory in the classical Sinquefield Cup game. He won against Nordevik in style. It was a really, really beautiful model game. And of course, if it wins, it's over.
It's the third game.
Yeah, the third game. And here we go. By the way, I mean, I know this, I was just in the playing hall, and there is that tension, but it's so different when the audience isn't there. I mean, people would be standing on their chairs if they were allowed to attend this match, and they would be rooting. It's like watching a baseball game with nobody in the stands, you know? It's a very, very different atmosphere in the playing hall. You don't play for a draw as Prague, but you play for a solid result. What's a solid? Well, you're playing Mr. Solid himself, Wesley So. What do you expect?
Generally not decided in the opening, and I think you just play whatever allows you to play the opening most comfortably. You don't want to suddenly, have to think for a minute on move 8.
Right.
So you play what your main repertoire is, I think, in most cases.
E5.
E45.
Will we be seeing yet another
Gioco piano?
Gioco piano? I apologize.
We
I
could,
should have
yeah.
actually.
There we have it.
Actually,
yeah.
We've been saying that Wesley's an expert in this with both colors.
But they all are.
They are.
They all played with both colors.
Ooh, A7, A6.
Old school.
By the way, not
Bishop
for nothing,
G5.
I did like Fabi's B5, A5, A4 approach.
I think he got a very comfortable position.
He did.
Whoa.
Bishop A7.
Those are fighting words, by the way, Bishop A7, because you did have the option of H6 followed by Bishop E7. And instead Prague says, no, I want to play a fighting game. I want to play H6, G5. Or sometimes they play like Knight E7. Knight E7 in this position is not unplayable, but...
And allow the double pawns.
Or I think Magnus at one point began playing Queen E7, Knight D8, Knight E6. Kind of a slow way of dealing with the pin.
I've seen Vichy as well play precisely that. Queen... And it is a funny way of getting to the F4 square, by the way. Queen E7, Knight D8.
As mentioned, Knight E7.
And again, as black, you would love to swing a knight to G6 so that you are eyeballing F4.
Wesley begins by saying je double and je doubling everything.
Do you consider taking on F6 here?
Yes, of course.
Yes, you do.
And I guess I'm
we
looking
have some
at
very
H4.
high-profile games in this line. I have a feeling here last year we saw a bunch of games here.
Knight G6, Rook G8, Queen E7, H5. It's clear that the players are still in their prep.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ali Reza and Gukesh played this exact game at the Grand Store last year.
I apologize, my mind turns to mush when I see so many of those Joko pianos. I can't keep them straight. I don't know how players do it right? So well.
Yeah.
Are we satisfied with this play by Wesley?
I think it's correct, yeah.
Peter, knight's coming to E3 to F5, or maybe just...
And interestingly, Knight F4 doesn't do very much, so often it just stays on G6, and Bishop B6 is an idea that you could consider here. I remember I was very surprised when we were commentating last year. I was looking at all this and I thought, okay, Knight F4 can never be a mistake. Why would we not put it on such a wonderful square? But it's not actually creating very many threats. And White wants to play Knight E3, Queen B3, Rook A1, and then something might start happening in the center. I think that the Alireza Gukesh game finished in some kind of an absolutely insane draw, with the Black King being somewhere where it really has no business being.
And I have seen games of Wesley, most peculiar, if you will. He puts the knights on F3 and H2 in these positions where there's a half-open F-file, and he's done very, very well with it. Clock times? Anybody taking a serious thing so far?
Yes, Wesley has about a 40-second lead.
That's a big... and we do have Bishop E6, as mentioned. So we are looking at...
Queen B3 to double attack.
Yeah.
You're sacrificing the B7 pawn, I'm sure. Oh, you're not.
Excuse me?
And just a reminder, if Prague wins this game, he wins the tournament. We won't see the third game.
Bishop takes e6, f takes e6. Well, queen b3.
Yeah,
As you were
interestingly-
saying, Nasi, double attack.
Interesting, queen c8 is not the move the agent suggested. Plays queen d7 and then king f7 if you take. And says black has very, very good compensation for
Queen d7, queen takes b7, king f7.
queen b3, I assume.
Ideas of rook
Just attacking the king
g8.
side.
But I've got a lot of defenders too.
No, but you know that bishop on a7, it's ready.
The
to
guided,
attack too.
the guided missile over there. Okay, well, it's a big moment for Prague to answer the question: are you prepared to sacrifice the pawn on
Now there
b7?
is 1 minute difference already on the clock. Wesley has 1 extra minute.
And if you'll forgive me, I understand queen c8 is not considered that good. Why? Is there a refutation to queen c8, Peter?
No,
or
it's
is it
just slow. You want your pieces connected. White just goes rook a1, knight e3, and your attack is not developing as quickly or frankly at all.
king f7
Without king f7, rook a8,
And
or
rook
king
a7.
d7. Whoa.
Squeeze me. Of all the possibilities, that one was not resonating.
It's not bad at all.
He wants to play knight f4 and queen g8, right? Attack with the queen.
Yeah.
Knight f4 and queen g8. Ooh.
And by the way, queen takes b7 now loses to bishop b6 because we're out of squares.
Queen gets
Okay.
trapped.
So that being the case, and I trust you.
h3 was played.
H3 or rook d1? Sorry, I was about to play rook d1 and knight
He
e3.
played
Wesley
h3.
played h3.
And now, as Nasi said, knight f4 followed by queen g8 in some order. Seems logical. And h3 prepares a safe-ish square for one of the knights on g4, I assume.
I thought it was for the king to go to
And for the
h2.
king
maybe for the king to
Maybe
get
knight
h3.
e3 and
Yeah. And then you do have to ask yourself, why is our king on g7? What are we going to do about it?
Knight f4.
Knight e3, queen g8, king h2.
Queen g8, king h2. This is our nefarious plan. And then we're asking a question. We're about to bring our rook to d1, and then we want to blast open on the e5 square.
Yeah.
So,
gotta do it carefully because bishop e3 is always there.
and we'll do it very, very carefully. I'll include knight g4 when the time is right.
Well, Prague played queen e7, not queen g8.
Yeah.
I feel like he's
Now he's a bit
one of our
worse.
producers. They're trying to trick us because you told me he was going to, and he's left his rook on a8. The rook,
Which is actually how the engine treats this position.
wow.
Regardless of where your queen is, it actually goes king c8.
Okay.
It looks very, very unattractive to my eyes.
Okay, rook to d1,
Yeah, we play knight f4, I assume.
knight f4.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's done knight f4.
It looks so wrong to have king on c8 with the
Yeah.
rook on a8.
Right.
Long term, I think the way the engine tries to solve it is weirdly to play a6, a5, securing the b6 square for the bishop, and then bishop b6, king b8, king a7. It takes 5 moves, though. I have no idea how we're going to fit all
But
of that.
Wesley prepares what I would describe as protection of the g2 pawn. He wants king h2. He is eyeballing ideas of d5 as well as d takes e5, but king h2, sometimes when you go rook g8, rook g6, queen.
And Wesley's
Sorry.
doing really well on the clock. It's a
Yeah.
2-minute time advantage now.
3 versus 1 in this position is
If you go rook
Not
rook
great.
g8, rook g6, queen g7, Wesley wants to put his rook on g1 to overprotect, if you will.
Absolutely. Do not accidentally miss a mate.
Not miss a mate. That's right. Maybe, Shadoob, says Wesley So. a6, a5. I like what you were saying, Peter, that,
and this can be stopped if we play a5 with white, right?
yeah, that you would like to play a5 as black and bishop b6 and release the Kraken, release the rook on a8. But the move a5 kind of asks you, okay, what are you doing with your guided missile on a7?
Yeah.
What
How
are you
do we
doing?
get out of that queenside situation if white plays a5?
Exactly.
c6, king c7?
Knight g1.
That I did not see coming.
He wants
I
to
did.
get rid of the knight on the 4.
knight
He's
e2.
planning to go knight e2 next move.
I
And he wants to
don't
take
know
on
if I
f4
like
and
that one.
take on e6.
Okay, I can get behind that. Knight e2, and there's also always an intermezzo with queen takes e6 if I get rid of the knight on
Rook
f4.
g8 play.
But knight e2. We did not actually
Oh,
create
you
a
can't
threat.
take on G2 because of
Rook
Rook G1.
G1.
Oh, this is a problem now. King
King
G7.
King comes back to D7. How? That's a hilarious move.
That looks like a really bad move now. According to the engine, you just take on F4, play Knight G4.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That really shuts down. And by the way, taking on F4 means that the bishop is also shut down.
3.
Well, he's gambling. He needs
Yes.
to.
He needs a gamble
He needs to open it
because
somehow.
Wesley was about to secure the knight's place on the G4 square. He was about to play the move D5, and I think.
And we're being
that
told
would be
D4 E5 is winning by force, which is honestly not surprising.
E5, F5.
Like the D5.
Maybe D5 or something.
D5 blows up the whole
Something
position.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Or E takes
Okay.
D6 one, honestly. Just E takes D6 and Queen takes D6 is probably good enough, right?
Sorry, Peter.
E5 for 5, E takes D.
Oh, yeah,
Repairing
E6
Oh,
is saying it, yeah.
thank you. I forget.
That's even easier.
That
I
probably is also
definitely.
pretty good.
Yeah, E5.
Wesley
Rook
reaching
E3.
Yeah, Rook E3 is also a very solid move.
Absolutely. On F takes G, maybe he wants Rook F3, which he's done.
And the problem is he would like to go Rook A F8, but then Queen takes B7 starts hurting a great deal
Yes.
from the other side as well. He's done
And
it.
he's done it, and he's inviting Queen takes
I
B7.
guess he wants to play F6 F5 there.
Not
Like we're
Bishop
but
B6.
95 check wins, right?
Yes,
If
he's done
5
it.
check is game over,
Get
probably.
up by
He's
Bishop
done it.
B6
He's
here.
done it. And what's the clock times?
14 seconds for Prague, minute and 14 for Wesley.
Yeah.
But we've got 95 check.
95 wins the game.
95 check is an
EF
instant winner.
Regrettably, EF also wins, but probably because of the same idea. So, but he will
95 check.
Yeah,
He will
it's
see
gonna
it.
take. And now 95, only winning.
He will see it.
He played it.
Wow. And that king on D7 is on an open highway suddenly. Oops. We've got a check.
I think we need to just protect G1 thread, so one prophylaxis
Oh,
move.
excuse me.
King G1.
King G1.
Down.
I
Guess
like
what?
this, yeah.
King G1 on the board. I agree. I forgot about G1.
And now our hands are completely untied to do whatever it is that we want to do
nice
on the
move.
other side.
Oh, that is a pretty move.
4 seconds for Prague.
Knight check, and he's picking up the bishop. Wesley's picking up. He's done it.
Wesley
And
will
we
need a
got Queen
draw.
C6 check.
Wesley will need a draw against Fabi with, I'm assuming, the black pieces
Queen
to
C6
be
check.
the Sinquefield Cup champion 2025.
Oh, he's done. And he's got Queen B8.
You
Oh,
can
sorry.
throw in Rook E3 as well. Like there's
was it?
nothing here.
I was about to say Queen B8 and Knight C6 check. But
Why?
yes, precisely. But why? Rook E3. Gosh, Wesley, sometimes he just plays so incredibly well. Rook E1. Queen
Queen
check.
C6.
It's gotta be made here, right?
He's prepping Rook E7. He's prepping Rook E7, and there's a
Wesley
handshake.
wins.
Yeah. And now Prague is in the same spot. Prague is now rooting for Fabi with every fiber of his being.
Exactly. By the way, it's good to be white.